Hi guys, this is Mr. Leo. I think it's the 14th of October, and my student Amanda just came back from Europe and got me this. It's a very popular painting by Van Gogh. And did you know recently it was just vandalized? Some people threw soup at it. Crazy times. I did this with my class yesterday and I had so much fun. I wanted to do it with you guys here for our drawing. So this is a nice jack-o'-lantern that looks pretty dimensional without the use of shading. What we're gonna need is a pencil for sketching, and then you can use a permanent marker or like an ink pen or whatever for the drawing portion. So I'm just gonna put on my special Halloween ring and let's get at it. All right, first things first. When we're sketching, we're drawing lightly. So I'm gonna just draw the big initial shape. So that's gonna be the pumpkin itself. And it's okay to have more than one line when you're sketching. It's because we're trying to shape it, right? We want the correct contour lines that'll feel nice for our pumpkin shape. Next thing, I'm gonna draw an upside down heart, but I'm not gonna put it in the center. I'm gonna put it a little off center to the left. My pumpkin will look like we're seeing more of this side of the face, and this part's gonna be foreshortened. So there it is, upside down heart. And then let's go ahead and draw some ovals for the eye sockets. That's one, and that's two. The one over here is gonna be a little larger because it's going through foreshortening, so the face is slightly tilted. If you're seeing a portrait straight on this way, well, that's a portrait. If it's to the side, look how thin my hand gets. If this was my face, that would be in profile, and then you'd see my nose right here, right? But this is the hardest way to draw portraits. This is called 3/4. That means the portrait is at a slight turn. So you're seeing a lot more of this side, but less of this side. So we create that illusion by making things here smaller and things here larger. All right, now I'm gonna make some jagged lines for the teeth. Keep it simple. Spread out those triangles. And jagged lines feel dangerous, right? They feel aggressive. Make it feel like it's like jagged mountains or like shark teeth. It's supposed to feel scary, like you can cut yourself on this thing. And just have your triangles kind of meet the opening here so it feels like it can close. There. Whew. Let's go ahead and sketch a little line, a little curved line. I just want to make sure you guys can see that. So that looks pretty good. Next thing, I want you guys to sketch the edge of the eye socket here. So this is what's going to make it dimensional because we're seeing it from an angle. We're seeing the thickness of the pumpkin from the inside. And we'll do it all on one side, like so. And for the heart-shaped nose, same thing. Right there. So the trick is having this be the parallel line, right? Within the shape. And then over here, like so. Keep drawing lightly. We'll do the teeth as well. So keep the dimension that we're building from the edge of the pumpkin on the left side. Keep it on the left side. So slight horizontal line to give it thickness, and then following the shape of the tooth. Do it all the way across. Try and keep about the same width. And then here too. So there's no side of the pumpkin here that we could see, right? Then we'll continue it on the bottom row. Very simple, right? There. Oh, and I forgot. Now let's go ahead and give our stem a little thickness. So this line just kind of initiates the direction of my stem, so I can kind of figure out where I want to place it. Then I put some volume to my stem. I want to put a little curly vine. Same thing with the vine. It starts as a line. Then I can give it some volume. There. And our pumpkin is just, it feels like just a round skull. So what makes it feel more pumpkin-y is the ridges, the texture. So I'm gonna start with the contour. I'm gonna kind of make the contour come out this way so it feels like there's a brow ridge there. I'm gonna go in a little bit and then I'm gonna make it rounded. There. So it kind of feels like the shape of a face. And then I want you guys to make some lines here. These lines are supposed to be following the shape of the pumpkin. So see the curves or the texture of the pumpkin, because pumpkins have ridges, right? They'll turn this way as we're to the left. And as we get to the center, these lines start straightening out a little bit. And as we get to the right, then these ridges start moving a little bit to the right. And then on the back side of my pumpkin, again, I'll round it out a bit more and maybe make it a bit more curvy. I want to do the same with the top. I want some nice texture to come out from the top, and then one here. Okay, this is a pretty good sketch, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. And everyone's is gonna look different because it's like handwriting. Everyone has their own like different feeling of how they use the tool, right? It's like how you would draw different letters, or the same letters, maybe they'll look differently. So that's just the sketch. Go ahead and grab your ink pen or permanent marker, and we're just going to trace all the lines that we want. There's lines we don't need. See all these excess lines? Those are just construction lines. We're done with sketching. We're not looking for lines. That means we kind of come in more direct. I'm gonna keep the viney part open so it feels like it's connected to my stem. And I'm being careful about not letting my line overlap certain areas that I don't want it to. All right. So I'm going to put some really light, thin lines that follow the shape of my stem, which gives it some texture. All right. Just going to go along this contour. And the sketch lines are nice little guidelines that allow you to come in with your drawing tool more confidently. So you don't have wobbly lines. some of the lines in the bottom. I'm keeping it kind of thin, so I'm pressing lightly from the point, and then I'm kind of pressing a little harder as I get to the bottom, so it gives it a little visual weight. All right. Next, I'm going to draw the inside of the face. Okay. That's one eye. Here's my upside down heart. Thickness of the nose. All right, this feels pretty good. Let's do the mouth. So you don't get lost with the mouth. I want you to just draw the shape of the mouth first, not the ridges yet. We could methodically trace the ridges afterwards. Or you can do it your way. You can just trace from left to right. I feel like it's easier to not get lost this way. Everyone's brains work differently, so whatever works for you. There you go. That's how to draw a jack-o'-lantern. You know, I'm gonna draw a small little oval for a drop shadow. I'm gonna color it in. So now it looks like my pumpkin's floating. And that is it. Another one for the month of Halloween. All right. Thanks for drawing with me today. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys next time.